What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 26 of my Iratus Wrath of the Necromancer campaign. So as we saw last time, we have completed the cathedral, the 5th floor, the former final floor of the game, and have defeated the Grand Magister, who fell fairly easily to our pretty damn powerful physical damage team. I mean, I almost feel like we're a little bit overpowered, but it might not actually be so much the... I mean, it's partly the minions, but I'm also surprised at how much XP you get by the end of the game. You can fully max out 3 trees, and I haven't even really disintegrated any of the items we got, so we probably got at least a couple more levels in there somewhere. Like, maybe one more level. At this point, disintegration doesn't actually give you much. You get more from the percentage per battle out of it, I guess, or out of the graveyard. I do wish that it did make you choose a little bit more between upgrading minion parts and upgrading the graveyard, i.e. having the Digger's Souls do stuff, but anyway, I digress. Maybe there's a good reason for this. Maybe the next floor is going to be so ridiculously difficult that this is all necessary. Let's find out. I don't think there's anything else to do, so let's get straight to it and hope we don't lose our entire team immediately. Exit. Alrighty, here we go. New floor and... there should be a cutscene. Yeah, there we go.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Had to slaughter a couple thousand armored meat bags on my way here. But you know how it is. After all, how could I forget my beloved foes, Oh, I was thinking of having a little party to celebrate my victory, and I came here to hand out your invitations personally. You who once defied me and imprisoned me will now call me Master. Obey! What is the meaning of this?
You have done well. The potential for corruption lies in all life. And when it grows too great, only the Avatar of Death can provide the cure. This once noble order has become a poison for the soul and a blight upon the land. And now that it is gone, life can begin anew. Return to your grave, for your work here is done.
You aim to deny me my rightful kingdom?
Yours will be a kingdom of peace. Your name will be honored and feared until you are needed again. Take my offer, Necromancer, or resist. Your fate is already woven.
Fate? A necromancer knows much about fate. Would you like me to tell you what it is? Death. It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals. Especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. I am nobody's puppet. I am the puppet master, and in death you will all dance upon my strings.
Once again, great voice work for Iratus.
So be it. Let us witness the repeat of history.
Are we fighting ghosts now? Alright, an unfamiliar power swept through the cemetery where heroes of old were laid to rest. The ground trembles in its wake as the souls of the exalted were called back from their repose. Together as one, a new army rose up against the arch-necromancer. Unlike the corrupt mortals and beasts he had faced thus far, hailing from a different age, returned in their prime, all the heroes of old have returned in their prime, have returned. Seriously, guys, come on. You could do better. It's a single paragraph. Okay, myths and legends coming to stand side by side as the final bulwark against death, but even they might not withstand against withstand again Iratus and the power he has attained, wearing both darkness and terror like a fine cloak as he treads upon the land? Threads upon the land? Fitting that it would all end on a grave, and as the stranger vanishes, only his words remain echoing in the necromancer's mind, further fueling the flame of his ire. Why is ire capitalized? Is ire one of his talents? It is one of his talents. Okay. That actually makes sense. Alrighty, here we go. New floor. What's it called? The Cemetery. Yes, I sort of knew that. Are there any sort of new encounters here? And I don't mean new minions to fight. Oh, wow, the floor looks quite long, actually. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out which way to go. Oh, there's a Fountain of Restoration immediately after the first fight? I kinda don't like that. It makes me nervous. Looks like what we have to do is we have to pick... Ooh, yeah, because the two halves of the map separate for basically the entire part. And it looks like the left side is worse than the right side, because the right side has lots of these winding back and forth paths. Or at least some winding back and forth paths. Huh. Whereas it seems like this side only has much fewer. Alright, so we do have to go up to this side then. The question is, how do we get there? We could go through it like this. Can we go back around twice? No, we can't. Damn, I was hoping we could go here and then back there, but it doesn't look like it. And since this is the last part, I'm just looking at picking the most optimum path. There's a chest containing artifacts here, but I feel like we've gotten all the good artifacts. I do wonder if they have introduced any new ones, though. I'm tempted to just straight up go this side, although, oh, it seems like there's probably more fights by going around here. There's an elite fight here, cultist. We don't really need the soul spring, though. And another soul spring. That would allow us to upgrade the stress team a little bit. Can we even stress out Ghost? Oh, hey, look, a witch doctor. Okay. Let's start with the first fight. In fact, you know what? Let's take out the stress team. I mean, the first fight's only gonna have 3 enemies. These guys haven't gotten to play in a while, and though they are under-leveled a wee bit, they are level 50. It's not horrible. If they do decently well here, we can start upgrading their parts. We obviously don't have enough of the Digger's Souls to do it for everybody. We probably can't craft everybody's stuff either, but nonetheless, I'd really like to give these guys a spin again. I miss the Abomination. He's so huggable. Let's go. Let's see what we're looking at here. How much HP do you guys have? Alright, they all have stress, so they all got revived, and they can go back to being insane. Oh, I forgot to change the artifacts. That's actually not good. Whoops. Well, if these guys die, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but still, damn. Let's see. A healer and a hoplite. 2 healers and a hoplite. Sounds like we should kill the hoplite first, although maybe these guys will just keep him up. Redirection. A chance to redirect an attack from an ally standing directly behind them. Well, it sounds like we should attack the hoplite. When killed, reduces damage allies take by 10%. That's really nothing. Okay, so it doesn't matter. After dying, restores vigor and sanity to all allies equal to 50% of its attack. Okay, and these guys do hit pretty hard, 80 to 90, huh? Alright, let's read. Antiquity had many heroes, and although the cultures and civilizations they defended are nothing but memory, they themselves continue to live on in myth. Treated as saints, their remains were eventually brought to this place where they are now called to life for a final battle against death. Ironic. The polar opposite of a necromancer like Iratus, a healer is an exalted mortal who has worked tirelessly at saving lives through magic and medicine. Perhaps this is why the necromancer has a particular dislike for these souls, as they serve to decrease the number of available corpses. Yeah, that's rude. That's quite rude. I agree, Iratus. Alrighty, now let's see if I can't remember how everybody does things here. How do we usually start off? Do we start off with a Purging Blizzard? We do need to get rid of all of these... You know what? This guy actually starts with 0... He has mass amounts of physical resistance, but he has no ward. Looks like we're gonna go for Purging Blizzard right away on him, I guess. As far as I remember. I guess we could use Ice River on them as well, but just increases damage taken. Alrighty, you are gonna go for Agony of Terror. It's gonna take a couple battles before I remember completely how to do everything here with these with all these minions. Alright, you're gonna Funeral March as you always do, or you used to always do. Minus those 3 floors that we didn't use yet. And you are going to go with Vengeance Beam, I suppose, yes. Start stripping these guys of those wards. They are quite annoying. Your skin shall boil indeed. Alright, he's just gonna stab with them spears. You're gonna try to debuff us in some way. You're going to do what? A positive buff. What do you got here? Increased damage dealt by 50, decrease received. Damage received is reduced by 50. Damn, that's powerful. Huh, okay. Let's see. You can interrupt stances and you can remove all buffs from the target, but I believe this doesn't work as long as you have wards, so I guess we gotta ignore that for now. Let's go for another secondary Agony of Terror. See how quickly we can make this guy go away. Purging Blizzard won't go through, but this time I think we go Ice River. That'll strip 2 more of these wards away, and it'll decrease your initiative. You, my friend, can go Dread Hunker and buff yourself up, I think. There's no point in Terrifying Swell quite yet, but we're getting there. Another turn of the Hoplite taking damage from the Agony of Terrors should allow you to nom on him, and not in a good way. Vengeance Beam across the board, please.
Antediluvian evil comes for you.
Indeed it does. Indeed it does. You are attacking the wrong guy with the word. Oh, did he just heal him to like full HP? Did he just heal him to full? Was that full? Are you kidding me? Both ward and okay, fine game. Let's see. We're not gonna do straight up damage. Let's go for one more Ice River. Get rid of these guys' wards. There we go. Now everybody can be attacked. Let's start spreading those Agonies of Terror. Minus the redirect, of course. You. Pointless to try to eat him, or with the Terrifying Swell. We can just start Dread Roaring. There we go. There's the Insanity. And now, what's your Insanity? Loses 40% maximum vigor, but receives an extra action. Oh. I extremely don't like that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give an Amok to you. Why not? And that'll buff up your Vengeance Beam, right? Yeah, well, yeah, fair bit. Alright, we could probably give an Amok to the, Seriously, that heal is intense. And okay, you are now out of ward. Let's see your double action. And that's 1. Blocks are gone. You're going to be able to attack now. Let's see how much damage you do. Wow, that's our tank, too. Half HP, damn, you could die very easily like this, Mummy. We're gonna have to move you forward at that. Let's see, there's no way to move you back. Popping another Ice River would probably be pointless. Pop another Purging Blizzard on you. These guys both have Vengeance Beams. Recovers, okay, you have Mending. You know what, I think we need to get rid of the healers. And having to get rid of both of them at the same time is gonna be kind of difficult. Let's go for Agony of Terror. Right there. You still can't eat anybody like this, man. Sorry. And Mummy, we need to heal you. Okay, move right, I guess. Man, as long as this guy still has an extra action, we can't... we need to weaken him somehow. Now, do we have a spell that would actually weaken him? We could pop Sorrow and do a bunch of stress damage, but it won't be enough. Let's see. What's his accuracy at? 130%. Oh, damn. With a double action, he might just straight up kill somebody. Yeah, okay, we need some sort of debuff. Enemy loses a ton of luck. That would be not horrible, because it would guarantee a crit. I don't think you could kill him outright with that, though. And while we could do Battle Eternal, that's basically all our mana for this. Is there another way to do this sort of thing? I think this would get frightening. And we don't have nearly the kind of sustain on this team as we had on the other one. Let's see, massive amount of accuracy, initiative, stress, damage, but also really not that much. Removes all buffs and debuffs from all minions, blah, blah, blah. Next attack deals crit. Stress damage, target loses, oh, blind. That's actually a fair amount of accuracy. Why isn't blind here? Where's blind? It does cost 30 mana, but it might be worth it. Now he has 59 accuracy, so there's a good chance he'll miss at least one of his attacks. Okay, you're gonna go Dread Roar.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
The healer's now having a bad time. Oh, but his chance to flee is increased. We can eat him now as well. The Mummy has regained some of its HP, and it can actually use its Vengeance Beam from this position, so let's just keep it here, I think. There we go. Let's see what this guy's 2 actions are. He is back here, so maybe he'll throw his spear? No, he's just gonna stab. Oh, I guess he could stab from any position. Fine. And he missed. Ha, very nice. The blind is working out. You are going to try to debuff this fella, and all 3 are now insane. And we're about done here. Despite the mending. Now, you can purge this buff, I take it. The mending is gone. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Now you... Who has an Agony of Terror of them? You... And you also do. Right here. Then we'll eat Mr. Hoplite, because he's the only threat here, it looks like. And down you go, buddy. Alright, we could pop a Spirit Spear and Spirit Chainmail back on this team if we do intend to use them. But that was so close to the Pumpy just getting immediately wrecked. It made me extremely uncomfortable. Let's see. We could hit them both with an Impending Misery. I think that'll do more damage than a Vengeance Beam, so just do it. There we go. Quite nice, and it'll move you forward as well. You're gonna get another Mending on you, ain't you? But we'll remove it. And, oh, stop mending yourselves, you sick bastards. Purging Blizzard, please. Damn, the level of heals that these guys can output is just insane. Scythe of Life won't help because it's not a stress attack. Ah, see? After all this time, now is when I learned. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have just removed the buff from you instead. Doesn't matter, you can probably eat either one, I think. It'll depend on... You know what, just play it safe, just eat this guy.
One less annoyance in the world.
Yeah, that guy really was an annoyance. Okay, just the one left now. We just fill him up with curses and then eat him. But yeah, damn, this fight took long. Oh, what the freaking hell? Really? From a healer? Damn, okay, you're gonna have to eat him. Let's see. Purging Blizzard. Yeah, a nice amount of damage right there. I forgot how this guy can hit fairly hard. Alright, you at least got your health back. You're gonna Terrifying Swallow. Got all the kills here, really. All three of them. And you're amused. There you go.
A predictable outcome.
What do we have here? A Funeral Coin. I've seen these before. Increases critical damage dealt by 30. Reduces critical damage received by 30. Interesting. Certainly interesting. And I was hoping for some better parts, an Iron Heart, no thank you, but thanks but no thanks. Alrighty, we do have a Fountain of Restoration, which we will use to get our mana back to where it should be. And then okay, well, let's go there immediately. This team. And mana. Alright, now I'm thinking, let's see, if we go around like this, we get a free Cultist, but once again, I don't really care about the Cultist. But there are 2 battles here instead of 1, and then we could go up like this, and then either like that or like that around, and then that's probably it. Alright, that looks like the best option. Alright, so here there's another enemy. I'm a little bit worried about this team. That was just uncomfortably close. And the thing is, we could try to give them legendary parts, but wait. We have what? We have some. Does anybody here need these? Let's see. Bones will work for you. We have 3 bones for some bizarre reason. And, okay, 2 of you could use bones. You could use weapons. Can anybody use dust? No, oh, no. The Unfrozen does use dust. And armor. We can definitely spread these around. And possibly even craft some more. There is a chance here. Alright, you know what? I'll do that between the next episodes. And, just because I'm a little bit concerned about this team, the next fight, since it's all 4 enemies, I'm just going to take the physical team, and then we'll see afterwards. Because I don't know what those 2 new minions are, and I don't want to just straight up lose these guys. I will be using them more on this floor. It'll probably be switching around between these 2. But I do imagine that these guys are going to be more effective, at least for now. Alright, let's go. Alright, now we know these 2, and oh, that's a big ol' axe, and feature gains +1 attack for each % missing sanity or vigor after dying increases damage dealt to allies, by allies, 2 allies, until the end of combat. War is a he's literally named a Viking, so this is supposed to be our world? Okay. War is a tragedy of nature, of human nature, but not every warrior is a blind conduit for its blind, ruinous power. You know what? I have a good relationship with Ruinous Power. Okay, these are strong, good-natured men who fought honorably and with unquenchable optimism, sparing the innocent and making friends of their enemies. The Vikings did? Okay, sure. Gentle repose was never a thing for them, for they were always waiting to be called to fight in the final war at the end of days. I feel like they lays down with some of these names. Hoplite, Viking, Healer. Whatever. Alright, begin with that repulsive mark. And at least we're using the right artifacts for this team, unlike the other one. Poison web across the board. At least you get to start off with this one. We really need to get to that healer, though. Alright, Viking, how hard do you hit? No, you're just gonna do some sort of... Is that a bear or a wolf? Couldn't quite tell. You're gonna jump. Not gonna use that dagger. Let's see. What do we do with you? I say we go for a Bone Ward on the Black Widow. She's gonna be suffering a lot here. What are we looking at? Oh, minus 10 attack and minus 10 dread. Ironically, doesn't really matter on the Black Widow. Out of everybody that debuff could have fallen on, that was probably the least effective one. Now, we could reduce... You know what? I think we're just going to have the damper just straight up kill you.
Make them suffer.
Yeah, see what I mean about this team being a little bit more effective? I mean, damn. Alright. Let's see. We can pop a repulsive mark on the Bone Golem. We might try to stun both of these guys. It's an option. We can also just pop a... I feel like the Black Widow's in a lot more danger. We could just do this just to give her the evasion. Although these guys have 128.7 accuracy and she has basically no evasion, so it's pointless. It'll do nothing. Yeah, alright, fine. Just let's go repulsive mark on the Bone Golem next. We could try to attack, like one of these guys, but then that'll move you forward, and I kind of don't like that right now because I don't want both of these guys to attack. Oh, they both have armor as well? Oh, come on, game. Alright, fine. Just repulsive mark on the Bone Golem. Especially as soon as this Hoplite is dead, then the healer can be targeted by the Black Widow because we can't reach it with Fatal Bondage right now, which is kind of the most annoying bit. Let's see, what do we do? We could make you guys lose luck and evasion. Or we could use Acid Spit and try to make you lose your armor. You know what, let's do that. Acid Spit. Oh, for the love.
This is my kind of
okay, well, at least he's dead, but still, that's not what I wanted. Can't you redirect? I should have targeted this guy instead. Okay, let's see how hard you guys hit. Okay, you didn't hit that hard, but I suppose you're based on your feature to hit a little bit harder. Wards all across the board protecting everybody from your debuff. Bone Golem. Let's get you to Suppressing Splinters. Let's see if you can't pull this off. We got one stun, and I think that's worth it. You can heal yourself after. And now you. Do we go for an Agony Blast? We do need to get rid of this healer. But I feel like we might be able to straight up kill this Viking in a single volley, so it's probably more worth it. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He has the Spider Venom on him. Unless the healer can actually remove this buff, he's gonna die. Regardless of the heal, I think. Oh, we can also just Happy Meal. There we go. Power for the ghoul either way. Okie dokie, that works for me. Then we can use Fatal Bondage on the healer. Yeah, these guys are so much more trivial for this team. And let's see, you're gonna go Abyssal Engine, keep yourself topped up. Healer's up next. We don't need to remove its armor. I'm almost tempted to go Unerring Lunge, just to save a little bit on the Wrath, but if we get lucky with crits, we might be able to kill you. Oh, we also have mana. We could use something like an Amok to give you a lot more damage.
Rage released.
And then you still have Repulsive Mark on you, right? Yeah, for one more turn. Alright, Agony Blast. Let's see how much damage you can do with this. What if we just go for the... Who's more of a threat? I'm starting to think the healer's more of a threat.
Terror.
There we go. Very nice. And you should die to the poison. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that really worked out, didn't it? Alrighty, a last enemy remaining. Let's go Savage Cunning. 270, not too bad at all. Oh, the difference in power here. And then you're dead to poison, aren't you? Fare thee well. No damage, looks like.
My will is a tide.
Oh, teensy bit of damage. Level 58 Brain. That's going straight to our stress team. Love it. Ooh, you know what? I just realized that if we look at our artifacts, we have a guaranteed brain jar. So if we take the physical team for one more fight, use the brain jar or the strange jar. Brain jar. Then we get another high level brain. Give them both to the Give them both to this team, and then take these guys in quite a bit more leveled up. Okay, I think I like that a little bit more. Let's give the brains to these guys. Ironically, I feel like these guys need more levels despite being higher level than these guys. And the reason for that is they're the tanks. They're more likely to get hit, which makes me a lot more worried about them. Let's give the first brain to the A-bomb. And I'm going to do it right now before going into battle, just so that he doesn't waste any arena experience. So artifact, no, creation. IQ, let's buff that up. There we go. Back into the arena with you for one more fight. Let's take a new brain, and then we'll use stress guys after that. So sacrificial altar here. Let's take you, Mr. Blood Phantasm. Sacrifice, please. What do we got here? Another salamander skin, a philosopher's stone, a non-consumable artifact. Okay, we could definitely make use of that. I really wish that a sacrifice from a minion would give us at least one higher quality part. I mean, come on. Don't make it completely random. What a waste. And, oh, looks like 3 enemies here only. Huh, maybe, you know what? I think we can handle 3. Even with the weaker team. Yeah, I think we can do that without the physical team being needed. 4 I was a little bit more worried about, but you guys can do it. I believe in you. You brought us through the first 3 floors or whatever it was. Alright, you guys go back. Switch positions, please. Thank you. And let's see. We can still bring the brain jar, but now I think... Oh, wow, what the hell? Oh, I didn't assign your stats. Oh, okay. I'm actually shocked that we won then. Oh, man. Normally I do this between the episodes. Oh, do I really want to deliberate over this right now? Or do I just want to do this between the episodes? You know what? I think we could still do the one more fight with without assigning all the points here. You know what? Let's just assign the max dread to you. There we go. And do you need more dread? Yeah. You know what? Well, let's just max out their dread. I'm not gonna max out anything else. You know what? You can get a little bit more. But I'm gonna ignore everything else, and then I'll. Oh wow! You need a lot of dread. Okay. And you also have a lot of... Ooh, these aren't bad. You could still use these if you get hit by something. I'm almost tempted to move your Vampire Fangs out and give you a little bit more DPS. Huh. Oh, and now we have the Crow Paw. Oh, damn. Now, here's the question. Is the Crow Paw better than the Enchanted Heart? It will mean a lot more healing. Oh, I have to think about this. Because combined with the Cursed Bandages, this is essentially a free curse on everybody. The problem here is on the first few turns without buffs or without curses, if everybody has ward, this is a lot more worrying. Let's see, Abomination receives 1. Yeah, we don't need to remove any of that. You're good as you are with your Mechanical Eye. We really like that. Vampire Fangs, probably not worth it as compared to the Crowpaw. You know what, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'm really concerned after the mummy took that hard hit there. Let's go. One more battle this episode, and then next time we'll do it with a lot more stress damage. Let's try to take out the healer as early as possible. The only problem, of course, being that we can't remove all those wards, but nothing we have will strip them, so... At least I don't believe anything these guys have stripped them, as I recall. And I don't think any of our spells remove all block and ward except Finger of Death, and I'm really not willing to spend that much mana on it. We have Finger of Death in here, right? Yeah, it's 70 mana and it's not reduced at all. It's great, but I'm not spending that. Agony of Terror. Alrighty, and then you Purging Blitz. Wait, we could check how much damage an Ice... No, you know what? Start with an Ice River. Remove both of these guys' initiative instead. You are going to go Funeral March. Always the same. That'll buff up your damage as well. And then, of course, Vengeance Beam.
Give them no.
I could have started out with an Amok on you, actually, now that I think about it. Or maybe we just blind somebody. Maybe we blind one of the hoplites so they do less damage. They, as we saw last time, they do miss quite a bit. And ironically, we don't actually want them to go insane really early, because as we saw, they get that extra action, which seems fairly strong. I mean, damn. Alright, now you. I'm very curious to see how much damage you'll do with an Ice Lance. Actually, it probably won't be that much. You know what? Just keep up with the Ice River. We need to get rid of this guy's ward so that we can target him. There we go. Actually, not bad physical damage either, now that I look at it. You can't kill this guy. You can use Dread Hunger and move yourself forward. And once again, I should have probably used one of the spells at least. Let's go with, let's see, Sorrow, 6 mana for a very cheap spell. You know, let's do this. Let's go like this on this guy. Why this guy? I want to spread it around so that the healer basically has to choose one of these guys to save while the other one dies. Vengeance Beam. Don't drive any of them insane, please. Not yet. Oh, now this guy's insane, damn it. That's not good. I didn't want him to go insane and get his extra action. Oh, that's random. Oh, holy freaking hell. Okay, now I'm concerned again. We might need to battle Eternal if we don't kill these guys soon. Although, you'll heal up. I think we might be okay. Let's go Purging Blizzard on you. No, you. Remove that heal. Remove buffs. Then we are going to set up an Agony of Terror on you. Yes. Yes. Oh, for the love of... Really wish that hadn't happened. You are going to Terrifying Swallow. That'll get you a bunch of HP back.
So,
there we go.
This is
okay, you should be fine. Mummy, you should now heal yourself. Iratus, relax. We are going to go Unavoidable Curse on. Oh, I'm so sick of that damn redirect. I'm really missing that Fatal Bondage and the ability to move enemies forward. I mean, I know we have the Mummy's ability to use its wraps or whatever that it does. It's a feature. Is it a feature that it takes 2 actions? No. We're fine. Try another Agony of Terror. Let's hope that it doesn't get redirected, but of course it does. But this guy's curses aren't being removed, so he's just gonna die in like a single turn afterwards. You. We could now remove Mending from you. Is that better? Do we remove your Mending? I feel like you'll be dead either way, so it won't matter. So then what do we bother with then? Nah, just go for Purging Blizzard. Nah, you know what? Go for Purging Blizzard on this guy. Just increase the damage taken. And then you, Terrifying Swallow. This should theoretically... You know what? Just in case, let's go for a Sorrow. This should guarantee it. It's a cheap spell. And we'll get the mana back anyway. There we go. Okay, now the rest of these guys are... Well, this one guy is no longer a threat. Let's curse him up. Try to get the Mummy some heals out of it. And Unavoidable Curse. You're gonna chuck your damaging spell, but the ward does protect us. The ward clearly very important on this floor. Let's increase the damage you take with the Purging Blizzard. And then everybody starts stacking those debuffs. Finally getting the Agony of Terror on you after all of that redirection that went on. A Terrifying Swallow I assume won't kill you, but let's go Sorrow. 175 it actually might. Let's find out. Did I just use Dread Roar instead of Terrifying Swallow? Yeah, I did. That was my bad. My bad. We could try an Eternity of Misfortune, but this guy doesn't have any negative luck, so it doesn't work. Meh. Another one of these curses. You'll go down to 0 after this, but you won't die. You'll get one more turn. Nope, you are gonna die. Never mind. A lot of crits out of that. I guess you had too many curses on you.
You know, if this
okay, well that worked out, and we got another brain, but it's only 53. The hell was the last one 58 and this one's 53? Oh, is it based on the level of the minions that are fighting here? Because these guys are 51 to 58, 53, whereas these guys were 58, 57, 58, 57. Maybe that's what happened there. Alrighty. Alrighty, well, obviously, there's not really much time left, and I am going to call this episode here. Next time, we will be getting into a lot more battles with the Stress team, and if we run into any emergency, or probably any elite fights like this, I will probably take the physical damage team out for the elite fights until I feel confident enough that these guys are just or close to powerful enough by comparison. In between the episodes, I'm going to give them some better parts. I'm going to assign them their stat points. I'm going to throw some brains around, or at least the one brain that we have left around, and probably think about the parts a little bit more to see if I want to modify that in any way. And of course, I'll show you guys what I decided to do with that next time. And then we will probably, you know, there's probably no time to go through the Spirit Spear and Spirit Chainmail again on these guys, especially considering that most of the kills just straight up go to the Abomination. I mean, we could try it. They did just win 2 battles, essentially without being powered up by any of this stuff. I suppose, yeah, the Ring of the Overlord should be replaced by the Dread Ring, the Ring of Darkness. And the Tempered Blade would probably be replaced by the, well, if not the Spirit Spear, then it would be replaced by the Destruction Maul, most likely, because that one ward does really kind of annoy. Anything else is not all that useful here, I think, in terms of weapons at any rate. Although these guys do kind of burn through the Wrath as well, I'm surprised. It's probably because of our judicious use of the Abomination's ulti. No, we also have the Archmage Pendant. Alright, and there's definitely some stuff like the Philosopher's Stone, Iratus gains a free artifact, we have the Mimir, all surviving minions gain, plus 50% experience. I feel like we should save that for a couple of levels just in case we get extra higher level brains, so that we could level up the new brains instead of wasting XP on the old brains. You gotta think about your brain, ironically. And, yeah. We could start using basically all of these, minus the Scrolls of Skullfall. Those are absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. They don't even cost 0. I really feel like a scroll shouldn't cost mana to use, because we could just unlock better spells that probably don't cost 22 mana. I wonder if by the end of this floor we'll be able to unlock every single spell. I doubt it though, just judging by how much of this will take, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, once again, this is where I'm going to call it. Stay tuned next time for a leveled up Stress team. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and or a comment to support the channel. It really, really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.